Holy fucking shit, ladies and gentlemen. It's a wild evening. I'm dealing with wireless headphones, so it's sometimes they don't work. So I just spent this past 1 minute. It was like the perfect amount of time throughout the intro for me to get in here and actually get everything set up so I could hear and that my microphone was set up. So I don't know. It seems like that intro is just the perfect amount of time to get things together. Anyway, so we're going to be talking about a bunch of things today. Jamie's going to be joining me. Chelsea might be joining us. Chelsea seemed like she was going to be interested in joining us because we're going to be talking about TJ's channel getting strike down. We're also going to be having a conversation about a number of other topics as well. We're going to be talking about the Nintendo Direct. Obviously, we're going to be talking about some Smash Brothers news. And what else are we going to be talking about? Oh, yeah, the Rush Limbaugh thing. How could I forget Rush Limbaugh? How could I forget Rush Limbaugh? That's one of the most controversial topics we're going to be talking about tonight. All right. Jamie should be coming in here soon. She should be coming in here soon. So in the meanwhile, I'm just going to entertain the chat because, I guess I could get into one of the topics. I guess I'll just open up the topic of Rush Limbaugh, and because we can revisit this at some point later in the show. Since there's not of you guys watching, like, how do you guys feel about the whole Rush Limbaugh thing in a nutshell? Because I'm kind of undecided on the whole, like, because I know people have been really critical of him and talking a lot of shit on him because he was, he had a lot of shitty fucking opinions. And I don't know. I also understand the opinion of people who are like, no matter how shitty someone is, you should probably not shit talk them immediately after their death. But I also understand the perspective of, like, if someone is just so fucking shitty, like, where's the line drawn? Because there definitely is, like, a point where I think that most people would eventually get to the point where if someone was so shitty, like, in their mind, they'd be like, yeah, I don't give a fuck that they died. I think most people have that limit at some point. As for me, I don't know. I don't know. It's not really something I've really thought about a whole lot, honestly, and it's not really something I can be all that morally consistent about. And I feel like that's what it comes down to, is like, is that something that most people in general are morally consistent about? I would say probably not. And I feel like that's just part of being human. But one thing I will say that's definitely interesting about the whole Rush Limbaugh thing, that's bigger than the person, bigger than Rush Limbaugh himself, is just the conversation that it's got started. Just this whole idea of, like, what Rush Limbaugh as a human being, like, how people have been discussing him after he passed away. It's opened up this entire, like, moral idea. Like, there's people left, right, and center arguing about, is this moral? Is it not to, fuck on Rush Limbaugh literally immediately after the dude passes away? And I don't know. I'm someone who I can see people's sides on both argument when it comes to this. Like, I get what people are saying, and I do, in the very least, respect people who have that moral consistency if they're being consistent about it. That's what it comes down to me. Like, if people are being consistent about it, then I can respect that. Like, even if it's down to just ultimately a difference of opinion. But where I don't have respect is where people are just willing to flex their morality. Like, they have one standard for people who are left-wing and one standard for people who are right-wing, and vice versa, right? There are people who do that type of shit. That's what I don't have any respect for at all. No spam situations. Yeah, no spam situations. No spamming allowed. I'm sorry, but there's no goddamn spamming allowed. Actually, I haven't even notified the people in the Discord server about that. Let me do this right now. Jamie says, God damn, my shit's being gay. All right, 1 second, Jamie. I'll send you the link here. Technical difficulty. It's not really technical difficulties, the show, though, because I actually think I had a pretty good start to this. Well, can I not just copy and paste this shit? I should be able to. Goddamn YouTube app. You know what? The YouTube app sucks. Oh, there's Jamie. All right, here we go. I don't have to carry the show all by myself. You know what? I'm going to give myself a round of applause. I think I did a pretty good job introducing the show for once. I'm not going to have to cut it out for once, and the stream won't start with an awkward. So, yeah, that was weird. All right, I'm going to bring in Jamie now.
Dude, what the fuck?
What?
I didn't even know you were alive yet. I'm used to being late, yo. I'm used to you starting everything late.
Look, for what I don't know exact. Oh, okay, I remember. So the reason why I don't generally send it to you in Discord, I'm just like it's in the description, is because I generally turn off my computer for a while, like for like 30 minutes before we begin the stream, because I like to go smoke. I generally take a shower in that time. I do shit, and I just let my computer cool off so it's not all fucking noisy and shit when we're actually doing these, so I can be heard as clearly as possible. So.
Oh.
Yeah, but the link will always be in the description. So I think I always send you the link to the actual stream, so it'll be there.
Yeah.
But
No, it was just being gay. I was trying to fucking access it from my computer. It wasn't letting me. It wasn't letting me get my fucking avatar up there. And then I tried accessing it from my phone, and it was just fucking gay. I figured it out. It's good. It's all good.
it's all right though because you fucking did it. You sure
Yeah,
did. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm using the shitty mic tonight too. Sorry guys. I need a new cord. Holy shit. Okay.
You need a new. You need to strike a new chord. Yeah, that's true.
I need a new mic. Fuck my mic. My mic is garbage.
I mean, I did. I told you to get. I told you to get a goddamn Blue Yeti.
I know. I
But
know.
you know what?
I thought this one would be better. I was wrong.
You know how easy it would have been to get a replacement Blue Yeti cord, and that's all the shit I'm going to give you because now you know better. But
I know.
But here's the fucking thing, right? At least you're not Vadim. You didn't waste $3,000 on a Mac when I told you to get a $1,000 PC. Vadim,
oh my God.
I told you can get you could have gotten
Vadim.
he could have gotten like a $2,000 PC and it would have been fucking badass. But he wasted his money on a $3,000 Mac. No cheese, no cheese.
Yeah, dude. Dude, I'm gonna say I give a lot of shit to Vadim, but I'm gonna say this, dude. What TJ said to Vadim was uncalled for. I stand with Vadim.
Oh, wait a minute, about his cat?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that was mean.
That was kind of mean. That was mean.
Yeah, that was mean. Like, also he doesn't even do that anymore. So that was even. I feel like that was even more tone deaf.
Yeah.
But I like
TJ's right about everything.
TJ, but like that was just that was kind of weird. So yeah, it's funny that we say that just after you did that stream or you had a bunch of disagreements with TJ. And
yeah, dude.
Well, we're actually gonna talk good about TJ because something shitty happened to him at some point in the stream. So
hey, I always have good things to say about TJ. Okay, yeah, that's why I did that stream, because everyone thinks that all I do is suck TJ's dick. So
yeah, quite a few people in the DFF Facebook group seem to like it.
Yeah, dude.
Because everyone in the DFF Facebook group hates the show.
Yeah.
No, everyone. That's kind of a joke, but yeah.
Everyone go check out the stream that I did. It's called Disagreeing with TJ. It was really good.
Yeah, it's called Disagreeing with TJ. It was entertaining. All right, I just sent Chelsea the link, so hopefully she'll come in here at some point. That'd be dope. That'd be doper than the Pope.
Yeah, dude. So okay, Rush Limbaugh. So my opinion on Rush Limbaugh is that he's a piece of shit. He was a worthless, grifting, lying, propagandizing piece of human garbage who did a lot to just throw a fucking brick into political discourse in this country. And I've seen a lot of people being like, you know what? Actually, okay, I'm gonna say this because we haven't moved on to before we move on to that. I'm gonna point out another disagreement I have with TJ. I saw him tweeting this today, and he was like, people yesterday. Oh, you shouldn't be attacking or you shouldn't be laughing at people suffering in Texas just because they're conservatives. That's disgusting. And he's like, today, Rush Limbaugh is dead. Woo! And I'm just like, okay, that is kind of like a really like what's the word? Goddamn, doesn't matter.
It's kind of crass, right? Like
yeah. There's no nuance there because look, unfortunately, like I fully agree. Like people who are celebrating the suffering of people in Texas, yes, fuck that shit, okay? Because you know what? Not everyone in Texas is conservative, by the way, and even the ones that aren't necessarily as big a pieces of shit as the conservatives that you personally hate. So there's that element to it.
Yeah,
And
I
then
think
also,
it's a totally different animal from the Rush Limbaugh
yeah,
thing, for
yeah.
sure.
Also, when it comes to Rush Limbaugh, he is. I view Rush Limbaugh as like a cult leader, as the type of person who's been just spreading lies, brainwashing people, and honestly, a lot of those people in Texas that are the piece of shit conservatives that a lot of people think of when they think Texas, a lot of those people were brainwashed by Rush Limbaugh, and I view those people as more victims of Rush Limbaugh than anything else. So it further explains why I fucking hate Rush Limbaugh. I hate what he's done to this country. I hate the lies that he's pushed. And I'm fully aware that another right-wing demagogue is going to come along and take his place and do the same shit.
I
That's
mean,
fine.
let's be honest. How long he hasn't been irrelevant in a very long time. Who was talking about Rush before this?
I mean, he
before
was
he passed away?
still pretty widely listened to.
He was semi-irrelevant. He was like semi-irrelevant, but
But no, someone else is going to take his place, sure. But like the fact that he is an unrepentant piece of shit who has done so much evil to this country, yeah, I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, poor Rush, poor, oh, I feel bad, like whatever. I feel bad for his friends and family, I guess. But I'm not going to mourn the man's death, okay? Because he did more evil than good, and the fact that he's gone means he won't be able to do that evil anymore. So as far as I'm concerned, yeah, fuck him. I'm glad he's gone. Not sorry.
yeah. I don't know. Like, I just the question I have for a lot of people who have that opinion is like, where do you draw the line? Like, who's such a piece of shit that is worthy of that, reaction compared to like someone who's done shitty things, but you're still like, oh, you know what? It still sucks that person died, because there's been multiple occasions where and Rush Limbaugh was not one of these people, but there's been people who I have, disagreements with who pass away, and I'm still like, it really sucks that person died, because it's not like they were a piece of shit. I just had disagreements with them. But like, where's the extent? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Like, okay, I hate to take it to this place, but like, would people be making the same argument if Hitler died? If someone who was if we had the exact
that's the
copy
point
of
I'm trying to
Hitler,
make. Everybody has. I'm pretty sure everybody has I mentioned this earlier. I'm pretty sure everyone has that upper limit of someone where if they died, then they would just not even give a shit. Like, there's a level of scumbag I think that almost everybody has. And I think I think most people who claim not to have that would be disingenuous.
Oh yeah.
But you know what? I'm not going to say that's the case for nobody, but for most people, it's the case. And yeah, most people have that upper limit. It just depends, like, what is that limit for most people? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that's an interesting discussion.
I want to make it clear, I'm not delighting in his death. I'm not delighting in the fact that his friends and family are all in mourning right now, and that his fans are probably also in mourning and like, damn, we really liked him. But when it comes to the material effect that Rush Limbaugh had on society, on this country, I cannot bring myself to like feel bad that he's gone. I just can't. I think it's overall a good thing. Like, he's not going to be able to do his bullshit anymore. He's not going to be able to do his show and brainwash millions of people. Good. Like, I'd say the same thing if I was. No. Yeah, it's a. I don't know. I don't care for this like bullshit moralizing people are doing right now.
Yeah. You know what? It's funny because I'm just gonna come out and fucking say it. All of left-wing Twitter was fucking taking a jab at Paul's ego today.
Oh, did he fucking? Actually, no. I saw him comment on TJ's thing. Did he tweet something of his own?
Yeah, he. I mean, you can go take a look at his Twitter if you want. I saw Sarah taking pot shots at Paul. They were bickering. I saw Sofane taking pot shots at Paul. They were bickering. Sofane said he'd come on the show sometime, by the way. So maybe we should maybe we should try and get him on Under the Influence. to talk about something like that, because taking pot shots to Paul like that, I don't know, that's funny to me. Like, look, I still, I actually agree with some of Paul's takes on Twitter that you don't agree with, but sometimes he still goes like to the extent where I'm like, whoa, dude, come on. You're taking it a bit far there, and I think this is one of his takes that's just a little bit too. I don't know. I feel like he plays the contrarian role, intentionally or not, a lot, and
Oh yeah,
you know
it
what?
can be frustrating.
Well, sure, and I think that someone who plays the contrarian sometimes is someone who's able to do that a healthy amount is valuable, because they can offer a different perspective if they can do it from a genuine place too. But otherwise, like, just to hear that all the time, I can see how it's frustrating.
I don't know. Look, I hate to be uncharitable towards Paul, but it really does seem that he just fucking goes against whatever, like, the majority of people, whatever the majority position is in lefty Twitter. He'll take the opposite and be like, no, here's why you people are actually wrong. And it just gets tiring. Like, I don't know. It used to appeal to me. I used to be like, fuck yeah, Paul, but now I'm just like, again. Like it makes me wonder, like, are these his actual positions, or is he just like, I'm not saying he's lying about his positions, but I feel like he just, I don't know if he knows what his positions are, if it's just like, you know what, this is what all the people are saying, people are dumb, so they must be wrong.
Well, here's the thing. I feel like that's something that he even talked about a bit himself after he had the discussion with Vosh. He kind of, at least, I don't know if you saw the Ideology where he talked about this, but I'm pretty sure he said something. He was talking about how, yeah, I'm not really sure like how it all works together. I'll have to like, do some serious thinking about it, because he was talking about like, his whole that's when he came up with the whole his whole solidarity thing. That's what Paul is all talking about these days. He tries to be all about like worker solidarity. I mean, you've seen him talking about that, right?
Yeah.
You've seen him saying solidarity all the time. And look, at least that's something, right?
Yeah, no,
That's
I
something.
agree with that, but like, it seems like his solidarity solution is supposed to be a replacement for anyone. Anytime anyone else offers a different solution, it's like, no solidarity. It's like, okay, let's vote for Biden. No solidarity. It's like, what? We can't do both.
All
We
right.
can't vote for Biden and work towards creating worker solidarity. Like,
No, I definitely agree with that too. It's like that we should be able to do, and we kind of have to do both. Like, the reality is that he's the president right now, and like in order to do what we have to do, we're gonna have to, work within those bounds, and it sucks, but whatever. Like, and it sucks, and he sucks, but we got to do what we can do to make the country better, right?
yeah.
So all right. I wanted to say we have some callers, so we'll get their opinions. We'll bring them in here and see what they have to say on the subjects. All right. Let's see. I'll bring in you. I don't think I've seen you in here before. What's up, dude?
Hey, I'm a classic semi-consistent like caller with Jamie, especially on the political issues.
Oh, what up?
What up, Jay? I just like kind of wanted to add on Paul on yeah, like I just find it weird in the Vosh debate where he was just like, or like solidarity is like the only answer, even though he's never acknowledging the possibility that Democrats are actually not anywhere near as anti-union as most Republicans are. Therefore, like they're not mutually exclusive. And I actually even wrote a script, for a possible video essay I may do for my channel down the road, in which the whole solidarity thing may have its have some serious hurdles that it would have to definitely face.
I mean, so look, solidarity is important and class consciousness is important, which is why, honestly, what we need to be doing is pushing class consciousness. We need to be pushing the idea of like, this is the system we're living in. These are the problems we have with it, and this is how we work to fix it. But there are multiple solutions. There are multiple things that we can do. We can also work on pushing Biden to the left. We can also work on dealing with politicians like AOC and whatever they're trying to get done. Like, it doesn't have to be just one path forward. I'm so sick of this single-minded way of thinking where it's like, nope, there's only one path forward and we have to take this one. We can use we can use all the good ideas, guys. We can compile a list of all the good ideas and use them all, okay? Because I'd rather throw everything at the wall to see what sticks rather than just hinge all my bets on one solution.
I mean, it is. But again, I mean, I know there's some debate on which is more viable than the other, but that's like a whole pedantic thing in of itself. Like it's. But wait, was there like a beef? I didn't get to hear all of the stream because it was. I guess on my end, my internet it must be constantly getting interrupted.
We were just saying that because Paul was taking
it was before that. Wasn't there some beef with like Vadim of Creationist Cat?
What? No.
Oh no, we don't have any beef with Vadim. No. Oh wait, you're talking about the argument that TJ had with. Well, he didn't really have an argument with Vadim. He just like.
Yeah, there's some video drama.
He just said something really rude to him.
Vadim called out TJ's cringy tweet about that Sia movie. The one that autistic people are pissed about, and Vadim was just like, wow, spending $13 and wasting 2 hours of your life to own the woke scolds. Good job, TJ. And TJ was just like, shouldn't you be off milking your dead cat? And I was like, that's kind of mean. That was kind of uncalled for.
I mean, that's not just kind of mean. Let's be honest. Like, that's pretty.
It was mean. I heard like TJ, like I remember he was interviewed by Brett Keane on his relationship with Creationist Cat, and he kind of implied that he is, not a big fan, which is weird because I fucking love Creationist Cat's video on Brett Keane where he had Paul as Brett Keane.
Oh yeah, that was funny.
Darn, where's my goddamn mac and cheese?
Yeah. No, there's no drama there. Okay. I don't know. What do you think of the Rush Limbaugh situation?
I mean, I'll admit I'm in a similar situation where a part of me wants to feel like relieved, where I'm just glad he's no longer spewing as much bullshit.
Yeah.
Even if I kind of feel sympathetic, to his close ones, but in the grand scheme of things. Even then, I can't be too harsh because at the end of the day, I don't think Rush Limbaugh is not even the most prominent right-winger anymore in terms of like Crowder and Shapiro.
He's not anymore, but in terms of like radio, because he was the most popular on radio, and you got to remember, boomers and normies and they're all listening to the radio.
Was big. Now I don't know. Even amongst boomers, I don't think radio is as big as it used to be. And to be fair, Limbaugh was a major corrosive force in my opinion in the 90s and 2000s. But I think by the internet era, yeah.
Like, honestly, I think he's sowed enough seeds of destruction in this country. He's ruined political discourse with enough lies and propaganda that even if he hasn't done much for the last 10 years, he has still done immeasurable damage. And I have to look at that damage and weigh that against I'm sorry, I don't feel bad that he's dead. I feel like the fact that damage is no longer going to be done is overall a good thing. Even if he wasn't doing as much damage now as he was before, he's still doing damage. And so I can't bring myself to feel bad.
Yeah, I can't either. It really is. And honestly, because dude, and it sucks that Michael Brooks died before Limbaugh. That sucks.
Yeah, it does.
Jesus.
But that's the thing. It's like I said, if Hitler had died, would everyone be like, oh well, we can't delight in Hitler's death because his friends and family. Okay,
I mean, take a more modern example. Like, people cheered when fucking Bin Laden died, and I don't really have much of an issue with that because Bin Laden was a scumbag. So,
I mean, Bin Laden had friends and family too, probably.
Yeah,
so.
I mean,
in fact,
it's like
there were probably a lot of people in the Middle East who looked up to him and thought he was actually some kind of savior.
Yeah, probably because I mean, whenever there's
he's an anti-imperialist. Well.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so there's gonna inevitably be people that look up to that. But we actually have a decent amount of callers in here today, so I think we'll try and shuffle through. Thank you very much for calling in. Nice having you.
No, you're welcome.
Fuck yeah.
All right, take it easy.
Yep, and sure thing.
See ya.
Sure, you too.
All right, that was pretty cool. All right, right. Well, we'll get. I guess I can't call. I guess I can't call Shoddy the bully person anymore because you're not a bully person. What's up?
Hello.
Hello. What's up?
Yeah, I wanted to bring something up that Jamie said about Rush Limbaugh, and yeah, I half agree with her.
Okay.
Like also y'all were talking about like how Osama bin Laden and Hitler, like when they died, nobody really gave a fuck. But like, yeah, I see y'all's point. But like Rush Limbaugh, like he didn't really give like he didn't do like physical harm. He didn't like fucking.
I'm not. No, I wasn't comparing him to Hitler. I don't want you to get that idea.
Like y'all like I'm pretty sure he didn't lock up a whole bunch of like I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna say that, but
Yeah. You know what?
that's kind of
No, I know what
You're
I know what you
intelligent for
mean.
doing that. Good job.
Yeah.
I know what you mean, and so I'm not saying he's as bad as Hitler. My point is, there has to be, like Annie said, there has to be like an upper limit to like, what are you? How bad does a person have to be before you're willing to be like, yeah, I'm glad they're dead. And there, I don't think being like, oh no, you can't ever delight in the death of someone who you view to be disgusting, or at least just not like. I think that's bullshit. Like, I think if someone is enough of a piece of shit, at least by your worldview, you have a right to be like, yeah, fuck them. I don't care. You don't have. I fuck this idea that we need to be reverent of someone just because they're dead. Okay. Oh, this person died, so we all need to sit and forget all the terrible things they did.
I don't agree with that
your
either.
point.
Yeah.
Also, what something about Amazing Atheist channel being struck down or something?
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that later. We'll get into that.
All right, like
we might be having someone else calling in to talk about that. So
yeah. I was gonna do like a Hank Hill voice because like I remember last Under the Influence, like you said that nothing cracks you up more than a Hank Hill voice, but
you ain't gonna do it. You're just gonna leave us hanging.
I don't know what Brett Keane sounds like, so like I can't do Brett Keane.
Oh,
okay,
you know what?
Screw it, I'll do it.
All right.
God damn it, Bobby, quit getting your nutsack in the fucking.
You know what,
butter.
dude. Oh my god, you're gonna have to work on it. You're gonna have to work on it. All right.
You want to hear my impression of Keemstar?
No, I don't want to hear your impression of Keemstar. I think I'm gonna bring in the next fucking caller. Thank you as always for calling.
All right, no problem, man.
All right, you take it easy. See ya.
Yeah, you too.
All right.
I mean, I want to just say everyone can do a Brett Keane impression. It's not that.
Oh my god! I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ! All right, Berserk.
Situation.
It's bringing Berserk.
Damn
What's up,
right,
Berserk?
you're bringing your best guest in.
What's up,
up?
Berserk? What's your
bitch?
What's your take on the whole situation?
My take is, Paul's a fucking idiot.
Oh, you're talking about the Paul thing, not even okay.
No. I'm gonna get into the thing, but I just need to go on this fucking quick rant, real quick.
All right.
Paul is such a fucking moron these days.
Wow.
It's like he just takes centrist takes intentionally just to be against the left because he can never be pro anything. He's just always against shit. And that's so fucking frustrating. It's because he rarely has real solutions to any problems, I feel like. And he just wants to be the alternate voice, and it fucking pisses me off, honestly.
Yeah, I agree.
But that's my shitty Paul rant.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I have I have a better interpretation of him than that. I just feel like he's just kind of gotten to this point as a result of just being fucked over like so many times by what he perceives. I mean, I don't know.
No, I get that, but he's got to recognize that on some level and be like, okay, how consistent am I actually being?
There needs to be more awareness on it, and like I said, like, look, sometimes a cynical point of view is valuable. It's not good to always just have nonstop like a good, oh man, I'm just positive about everything. I mean, you've talked about that before too, like. You try not to have like always just have a positive view, but it's about having a positive view where it makes sense, right?
Yeah, I talk about that constantly. You need to have cynicism is an important tool, but so is optimism.
Exactly.
And we can't use too much of either. We need to use both in tandem. We need to learn to be optimistic where it's necessary and cynical where it's necessary. And if you go too much into one or the other, then you're engaging in extremism, basically.
Which is exactly what Paul does. He always plunges headfirst into cynicism without giving optimism a second thought.
I agree with
Yeah,
that. That's a fair criticism, and I think that he needs to take note of that. And if he did, then he'd be a lot more enjoyable to watch stream again, because he used to be like that. And I understand people go through phases, and people go through phases of depression. Like depression is something that always creeps back up on you. I understand that type of shit. There's a reason why there's always less content that seems to go up on this channel during the winter seasons, because it's rough for me. Seasonal depression's totally a thing. And it's just how it is. Like, winter fucking sucks. It gets dark earlier. It's really fucking cold and bitter. And, I get fucking over it. And I get into the better fucking seasons. And I'm more productive. But that's just how it is for a lot of fucking people. And I get that. But I feel like Paul is just too overtly cynical. Like, just if you want to see how, like, overtly cynical he actually is as a person, like, one of the recent fucking ideology streams he did was some, like, empty title. And then it was just like the thumbnail was just a black screen. It was literally just black. It was with nothing else. And I'm like, come on, dude. Come on, dude. That's a little bit too straightforward, I guess. That's a little bit too straightforward, hopeless. Like the world's so
doom
black
and gloom situation.
Yeah, doom and gloom up in his room.
Jamie
Come on, Paul.
Made a wonderful point that ideology is basically Paul's outlet for all his, cynicism and depression.
Yeah.
And that's just not a healthy outlet, I think. A bunch of anonymous trolls on the internet bitching about how you hate the world so much.
Because I think, look, I understand Paul needs an outlet to let out these feelings and these thoughts, and that's fine. I get it. But, like, to another extent, I also notice, like, his attitude kind of has an effect on his followers. And it's kind of...
it does.
People who really enjoy Paul's content, they really get into the whole doomer. Like,
it's a little much.
It's weird Paul. Because like some people like make it like their personality too, like even more than Paul. Like, because there's always gonna be people who are fans of people who take the personality of that creator and just take like try and pump it up to 10, right? Like like Will Kincaid and
oh god,
just try and be like the worst version of someone that they idolize. Yeah, there's always going to be people like that, right?
Yeah.
Again, imagine idolizing Brett Keane. Okay. Okay.
At least you're not Brett Keane.
I didn't even mean to make this about Paul.
Yeah,
I just want to get my shitty that ran out of the way.
No, it's fine. I mean, look, this is a call-in show. Any topic is on the fucking table.
True.
But if you want to give your take real fast on the what's that fucking thing? Oh yeah, Rush Limbaugh. I always keep forgetting it because and I know it sounds bad, but it's because it's like more about the conversation about if it's moral to like talk about him in this way. It's more about that than his actual death. It's interesting. I talked about that earlier. Like the conversation has overtaken the actual man at this point, and I feel like that's kind of sad in a way, but. Also, he seemed like he was an asshole, so whatever. It could be at least it's shaping the fucking political landscape in a way. It's getting people talking on the left.
Dude, he was friends with Seth MacFarlane.
He was friends with Seth MacFarlane?
Yeah, he showed. Don't you remember the Rush Limbaugh episode? He actually showed up on that episode.
Oh, did you hear? That. Wait a minute. Did you remember? Did you remember? Do you see that Tim Pool tweet that's been going around?
No.
Oh my god. He said something like, oh man. All right. You know what? Just fucking banter. Do you have the chat up? Just fucking banter with the chat for a second. Okay. Yeah, I gotta find this shit. It's fucking insane, dude.
Anyway.
I don't want to like I don't want to quote mine him, so.
Quote mine.
I don't want to like quote.
Yeah, what do you want to say?
Anyway, my thing is just, it's like, I don't even see what the controversy is, honestly. It's like the easiest moral conundrum ever. It's like one piece of shit spends his entire life spreading messages of bigotry, ignorance, probably influenced a couple of right-wing terrorists, if we're being completely real. And that piece of shit's now gone, and now I don't see the problem in being happy with that situation. It's like one turd minus another turd, now you have no turds. Good. That's great.
Yep. Oh, by the way,
I found it, by the way.
Another thing to that too, because a lot of people, Vosh pointed this out. When Ruth Bader Ginsburg died, a lot of right wingers were like, "Fuck yeah, fuck that bitch, she's disgusting, fuck her." glad she's dead. And now it's like, how dare you, good sir, attack Rush Limbaugh? He died, and his friends and family are in shock. Like, why? Why should I care? You motherfuckers attacked RGB for no reason, or RBG, whatever. Her name is fucking. Her name is okay.
Ruth
confusing.
Bader Ginsburg.
Ruth Bader Ginsburg. Yes. She. People attacked her, and now it's like, oh no, but you can't attack Rush Limbaugh. Fuck that shit. Fuck that bullshit hypocrisy from the right.
Look,
I don't care.
Jamie, are you ready to cringe?
I am.
This is directly from Tim Pool's mouth. Rush Limbaugh voicing himself in Family Guy was hilarious and makes me feel hopeful people can disagree and still work and live together.
Oh my fucking god! Can we throw this idiot down the toilet already?
I'll be honest.
For fuck's sake.
I'll be honest. The Rush Limbaugh Family Guy episode was actually pretty fucking bad, and there wasn't much to glean from that episode other than both sides are stupid and people are fucking dumb and will just attach themselves to whatever fucking ideology that they like at that point, because it's so clear Brian has never been a real liberal, just like he was never a real. That the only thing that episode revealed is these fucking wishy-washy centrist types that want to fucking virtue signal, oh look how left I am, and how easily they can be pulled over to the right, because they do. They do. Like, people who have no fucking like foundation in what they believe are just gonna like sway back and forth, and the minute they hear someone who sounds smart, they're just gonna listen to it. And honestly, that kind of thing like should. I'm surprised Rush Limbaugh even agreed to go on that episode, because
I feel like it was a waste of everyone's time. Let's be entirely fucking honest.
It also doesn't make him look good, because it basically does reveal the fact that people who don't know any better are just gonna be like,
are easily duped by Rush Limbaugh.
Yep.
Yeah.
Do my thinking for me, Rush.
Like, I know it's kind of funny that he even agreed to be in that Family Guy episode. You're right about that. I mean, but what's up, Chelsea? It's Chelsea.
Yo.
Chelsea's
Chelsea
in the chat. There's Chelsea. What's up, Chelsea? Cool.
I'd like to say something to Chelsea.
I don't know when she'll be in here, but when she comes in later, if she is able to come in later, then I'll let you back in to talk to her.
That'd be wonderful.
Probably going to talk a bit about the direct first, and then we'll talk about TJ.
I know nothing about the direct, so you don't want me for that.
I figured, I figured to bring you in for this because you'd have more to say about this than the whole direct.
I don't know jack and shit about direct or Nintendo. I fell off a long time ago with the Nintendo train.
Well, probably for the best. All right, you have a good fucking evening. Thanks for calling.
You have a better fucking evening, bitch.
Whoa, that's aggressive, but okay, I will. Thank you very much.
I love you.
Whoa.
Femdom revolution.
Whoa. Heart. You know, I've been doing the yellow heart, and I've been doing the purple heart because one of Anna's eyes is yellow and the other one's purple.
Why haven't you done the Kingdom Heart?
The Kingdom Heart. I still have those games. I just haven't plugged in my fucking PS3 yet. But
you should do it. Yeah.
Yeah, you got that. Got that for my birthday. Also, I still need to get you that gift for my birthday, which is kind of weird how I'm doing it like that. But I wasn't able to get you something on your birthday because I didn't have the money. So yeah, we got to get you that avatar done because, I mean.
Yeah, Chess has actually been working on an image of me. So I'll send you that when it's done, and we can get something that looks kind of similar to that.
All right,
in the same style as yours.
Cool. Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. We're also gonna be having a friend of the show on who's probably gonna get something else similar in the style, which is gonna be nice because they're a good friend of mine. We're actually gonna do a show with her at some point, but it just didn't end up happening. But you'll like her. It'll be fucking cool. And yeah. Eventually, like, you know, if we start to get more regulars, I'd like to get them avatars in this style too, because I think it's pretty cool. I think the artist did a great fucking job, and I think it's nice and expressive and all that shit. But yeah, let's see what's going on here. Oh yeah, hi Rose Black. I didn't acknowledge your. I did not actually acknowledge your presence. I said hi to you. Yeah, you know, I like saying hi to people. So What's up, Satirical Rabbit? What's up, Ne'er-do-well, Gray Man, Adam K, Logan Looker, Realize TV, who's also wants to call in. I'm going to let him in after we talk about the Nintendo Direct. He can talk about that for a little bit with us because I figure he'll have something to say because he likes video games. And yeah, all right. With that, I guess we can talk. We can start talking about the Nintendo Direct if you'd like, and then we can after that get into the TJ shit.
All right. It was garbage. There we go. We're gonna move on.
All right. So I thought it was pretty bad, right? But I also thought it was, unfortunately, the best one in a long time. And I'm not just saying that because it was literally the only one in a long time. Like, at least it had some interesting shit, right?
The only thing I cared for was the Zelda trailer, but even still, we already knew that was coming, so there was really no surprises here. The only game that I didn't know that was coming that because I fuck all the third-party games that are being, hey, this is coming to Switch and that's I don't care. Fuck random JRPGs that like nobody asked for. Fuck, I don't care.
Jamie RPGs.
No one's gonna get all excited because Square Enix made some fucking strategical turn-based fucking RPG that looks like a SNES game and it's coming to this. I don't care. The only thing I care about is like Nintendo's first party properties, and that's what Nintendo Direct should be about. That's what it used to be about, at least for the most part. They used to talk a hell of a lot more about their own properties instead of just bragging about what third party developers are porting to their system. Like, who the fuck cares? Mario Golf. Okay, we're getting another Mario Golf game. Hooray.
Look, I mean, hey, look, Bowser was wearing pants. Bowser looked really good in those pants. Like, Bowser looks really good in pants. That's all I'm saying. Like, all right. Look, I know I'm not going to sell you on a $60 game just with Bowser in pants.
Yeah, no, I'm not buying it.
But there were some Mario Golf games that were pretty fucking good. So maybe
I agree. I agree with that, and I've actually enjoyed some of the Mario sports games. I like Mario Golf. I like Mario Tennis. I ain't paying $60 for it. Never. Not in a million years.
$60. Well, I mean, this is okay. So like they never bring down the price of like their mainline games, but like the Mario. No, I mean the Mario sports games.
Get that thought out of your head, dude. It's not happening. Mario Tennis on the Switch.
Wait a minute. That did go down though, didn't it? Pretty sure.
No, it didn't. Mario Tennis is on the Switch. It's still $60.
Wait a minute.
I'm pretty sure.
You take a look. I need you to take a look at that. Take a look at that real fast. Like, if you can maybe take a look at that shit. Yeah, I don't know. What's yeah. Oh, okay. What's up? Oh yeah. I mean, I don't know. Oh yeah.
There it is. Mario Tennis Aces, $60.
Wait a minute. Are you serious? Are you goddamn fucking serious? You know what that says to me? It literally is only still $60 because it has Mario in the name.
Yes, and that's my problem. I don't look. I would buy a Mario sports game maybe for $40, maybe $30 or whatever. But the fact that it's a Mario game and the price is never going to go down, I immediately don't give a shit when I see them announce it. I immediately, because I'm like, I'm never buying it. I'm never spending $60 on that. I wouldn't even spend $60 on a bundle that included Mario Golf and Tennis. I just wouldn't. No, thank you. Now, okay, I'll talk about the one game I am actually excited for. Skyward Sword HD. I'm really excited for that because I get to finally fucking play it and finish it and not have to use a stupid fucking Wii remote that like takes me out of the game and makes it way more fucking hassle to set up, let alone continue playing for a long period of time. I've never gotten through the first dungeon in that game. Never. I've had the game for like 10 years. I've owned the game and I've literally started it up over the years so many times to be like, I really want to finish Skyward Sword. I'm going to try. But the fucking Wii remote bullshit controls always take me out of it every fucking time. Same reason why it took me forever. Actually, no, I've never finished Galaxy 2 either for the same reason, which is why I was actually really hoping.
Like that's a problem with a lot of let's be honest, that's just a huge problem with a lot of Nintendo Wii games, is that they just force motion controls into games.
Dude, they could easily, like, as far as I'm concerned, every single fucking Wii game that has those shitty controls should already be on the Switch. I don't know what's fucking taking them so long.
Probably
should
because
just
they
put
need
them
to
on-
fix those shitty controls like they had to do with Skyward Sword, where now they can give people the option to, like, you know... I mean, I think they seem to have fixed it with a fairly elegant way to just let you play it with a controller, so...
Hey guys, you can use buttons now to attack. What a crazy fucking
Whoa!
idea.
Holy shit! I like how that's the revolutionary idea, but not having buttons used to be like the selling point of that
Oh my
game.
God.
Isn't that nuts when you think about it like that? Yeah, not having buttons.
Okay, what else did they announce? Splatoon 3?
Splat,
Splatoon 3.
boy.
Okay, I don't know about you. Watching the Splatoon 3 trailer, I wasn't even sure until I saw the 3. I wasn't even fully sure that this wasn't just a DLC.
Yeah, I thought it was
pack
just
for
DLC too. I
Yeah.
want to make that clear. I also thought it was just DLC.
Like-
It was pretty underwhelming. Yeah.
Okay, here's the problem. It's clear Splatoon 3, much like 2 was to 1, is just here's more Splatoon. You liked the last one, here's more of it. No,
Look, that's gonna be a harder sell for me because it's not like I'm moving from a Wii U to a Switch now. Like
Yeah.
that's what got me to buy Splatoon 2.
exactly. That's the only and you know what else made me mad? Splatoon 2 had less features than Splatoon 1 because you couldn't even play local multiplayer. Like, what the fuck? Like, I'm sorry, unless Splatoon 3 is built around a single player because look, the multiplayer is good, it works, it's fine. We know Splatoon 2 has a great fucking, like, it works, okay? I will not even consider buying this game unless it is centered around the single player campaign, unless it's clear that that is what they worked on first and foremost for this, and then the multiplayer is also there. Because otherwise, I just don't care. I don't care to buy another fucking Splatoon game where it feels like it's just a fucking Call of Duty clone. Here, play some online shit with your friends, and the single player mode is just an afterthought. Like, I hate that.
Yeah, no, I agree. I'm pretty sure that was mostly it, right? Like we know, we know that we're not going to get any more details on Breath of the Wild 2 for a while, which means that it's probably not going to come out this year, which is unfortunate. I mean, it still could come out this year if they do something like a direct in June and they're like, yeah, this fucking December. I mean, I would love for it to be the holiday title. I'm just not seeing it at this point. But it's possible.
Not.
Like, what do you think? Do you think 2021 or 2022 for Breath of the Wild 2? Because I don't think it'll be after. Like, I don't think it'll be 2023. That's kind of absurd.
I think if it comes out in 2021, it'll be at the very end of the year. It might also come out in the beginning of next year. So yeah, I don't know. They did say that this direct was supposed to be for games coming out in the first half
that's true.
2021. But then they also did announce some stuff that was winter 2021.
Like Splatoon 3,
I don't
they
know.
also announced Splatoon 3. Like, I guess that was supposed to be like the big ending one. That's like the big announcement.
Dude, I'm sorry. That was the most underwhelming. Like, if they were trying to like get us all hyped up for like the last announcement, and it was that, they did a fucking terrible job.
Want to know how I know it's like that though? Because they had changed the entire branding for the Nintendo of America account. Like now it's Splatoon themed.
Oh my god.
It's got squids.
Why?
I like Splatoon. I like the art style and everything, but like I don't know. I felt like the trailer was pretty underwhelming.
Yeah, they didn't do anything to pull us in. Oh god, I gotta get that game. Like, all it did is make me want to go play some more Splatoon 2.
All right, so, I mean, I guess that's pretty much all we have to say about the Nintendo Direct. Shit, right?
Yeah, I don't know if it was anything else interesting announced. Not really.
No, I think we did a pretty good job of running through it.
DLC for Age of Calamity.
I didn't talk about the Smash character. Dude.
I don't give a fuck.
Dude, yeah, but dude, like, I mean, like.
I don't care about Xenoblade Chronicles, and I don't care about. I just don't. Whatever.
Yeah, but you know what
I guess it's cool. Right? I guess it's cool for fans of that franchise, but I don't care.
Yeah, but dude, she's fucking hot, dude. She's fucking sexy.
I mean,
that's all. Look, all I'm gonna say is she's fucking sexy, and
yeah. So is Zero Suit Samus.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, but I mean, yeah, but she got bigger booba than Zero Suit Samus. So. All right, and I think that's with that. That's the fucking topic.
I mean, fair enough. I don't know.
Then look, all I'm saying is that at least it wasn't Rex. At least it wasn't fucking Rex. Could have been Rex.
Isn't there a new dude? I don't know what that franchise is. Shin Megami Tensei. I don't know what the fuck that is.
Shin Megami Tensei. Yeah, that's Okay, so you know what Persona is, right?
Unfortunately,
Okay, we'll dive into that another time, I suppose.
I'm not a fan of JRPGs. I'm just not. I'm not. They're
Okay.
boring. They're
All right,
not.
well, okay, so Persona is a spin-off of Shin Megami Tensei. It's like one of the original JRPGs. So you hate it, probably. You'd probably hate it if you don't like JRPGs because it's like the first one. What's up, Elena Fox? What's up, Elena Fox? Good evening, all. Elena Fox, someone that we're going to be having on the show at some point. Probably on one of these at some point. That'd be cool. Grayman. Cool. That's a cool username. I don't know why I think it's cool, but I do. Probably because my character's gray. All right, anyway. We'll bring in some callers. What's up, Rot Feast? How you doing?
How you doing, Jamie? I never got to talk to you yet.
I'm doing good. Yeah. Welcome.
Yeah, you feel good?
Yeah, Rot Feast has called in once before. Yeah, he's also a prolific member of our Discord server. What's your opinion on the topics, on how things have been going here?
I'm kind of curious what happened to TJ's channel. I saw Chelsea was in there. I talked to her, I think, 4 years ago or something like that, and she was like, she probably thought I was a creep. So I was like, oh, okay, I'm sorry. I don't want to make you uncomfortable. But what really happened to his channel? Like, do you know specifically what video they targeted?
So he got striked for some older video. I think it was 2 older videos from like a couple years ago.
Yeah, I know it was from a while ago.
I don't remember what they. Do you know which videos they were?
I don't remember exactly what they were. I did get a timestamp of his TJ Does a live stream where he talks about that. If you want to take a look at that, we could take a look at that.
Yeah.
But
I saw that. He spoke about it in vague terms. He probably didn't want to refer to the video specifically.
That
maybe
makes
I shouldn't
sense.
ask.
Well, I mean, he goes into detail in the video where he talks about Like,
it was a video on Elliot Rodger.
Oh, okay. I mean,
okay. So was it like he was tangentially mentioning incels stuff, and they like confused that?
Yeah, as TJ explains in the stream that he did, it's like YouTube changed their rules apparently very recently, and retroactively they're going back and enforcing them on like his 10-year-old plus content.
Well, that's what they always do, so I'm not surprised by that.
So he's come to the conclusion that he's probably going to make his own website or something to host those older videos and maybe even start hosting future content.
I'm sure that'll happen any day now.
Well, I mean, I'm very skeptical that that'll actually end up happening.
That's a tall order. That's a very hard thing to manage.
Well, I mean, someone who has as many connections as TJ could probably make it happen, but TJ's tried before. TJ's tried before. And like, here's the thing though, in his stream, he acknowledges like that this is something that he's tried before. That's why he's like, I'm not going to accept any donations for this shit. I'm going to try and do it, but I don't exactly have a good fucking track record. So
I feel like he could source it.
Oh yeah.
Now that you state it in that way, he probably could source it without making it seem like that.
Here's the thing though, he's been screwed over in that way before multiple times too by webmasters.
Oh, I know.
So
I've followed him forever.
Yeah, that's kind of the problem, especially like people when it comes to people who are your fans and shit. They'll be like, "Oh yeah, I'll give you a good deal." Some people might even be like, "Oh yeah, I won't even fucking charge you for my services." Be real wary of that.
I've seen that play out a couple of times.
Someone who doesn't value their own fucking work at all. Like, I get that some people are probably talented to do that shit, and they just want to help someone out, but you have at least some fucking put at least some value on your time. You know what I mean? Like, don't work for literally nothing. You know what I mean? No matter who it is. But
there's a lot of people that make big promises. I've seen that in the past too. A lot of people saying like, "Oh, I'm going to do this and that for you. I'm going to make all this art for you. I'm going to make this music for you." And also, then it's like they realize like, "Oh, this actually takes work and it takes money."
when the fucking chips are down, that's the first thing that people are going to stop doing. Something that gives them no financial benefit or no real benefit at all. They're going to stop. They're going to take down that URL and stop maintaining that website and stop keeping it up to date. Like, if they're not getting paid for that type of shit, if they don't have some type of financial incentive, if they don't have something that gets them out of bed to actually fucking do it, then they're not going to fucking do it. Or maybe they will for a month, or maybe even for a fucking year, or maybe 5 years. But you know what? Eventually they're going to wake up one day and be like, why am I doing this? I'm either I don't have as much money as I want, or I don't have as much time as I want, and why am I wasting my time doing this?
Well, sometimes I'm not going to name any names, but sometimes it's the reverse too, where you get people involved in your community, and you're like, "Oh my god, this person is a psychopath!" Like, and like, then you have to figure out how to extricate them.
Yeah,
that does happen too. And here's the thing,
that's why I'm so happy to have good mods on my server. They do it all for me.
Exactly,
I've never
like you have to have good
myself.
mods. You have to have good mods that you can trust and are good friends of you who like know what kind of community you want, you know, without having to always ask you constantly. Because I don't know, I feel like if a mod always has to like ask you what your opinion on something is, then like it might as well just be you doing all the moderation anyway. You have to find people that know you well. So that's really
I rarely get that because like I made it very open with anyone that I made a mod on my server, which is a server of love, Big Dick City. Just calling it out.
Big Dick City.
They don't need to ask me. They already know that I trust them. I don't need to tell them. Like I trust their own agency.
Yeah, exactly. And that's how it should be. It should be people that you have the faith to make those right decisions. And sometimes they won't always make the right decisions, but like people are they're fallible humans. Also, I want to say,
I've got nothing but net with my mods. They've been doing a stellar job. Like I've never had a problem.
That's
like
awesome.
we've had to remove very few people, and I'm not saying like I'm the master of Discord or anything like that, but like my mods are like fucking awesome.
Oh no,
like,
I mean there's always gonna be turds that slip their way through. Thanks by the way to the people watching. I noticed that the later that these streams get, the more people start watching. So there must be just like a bunch of fucking night owls or people on the West Coast, I guess, who are like, yeah.
Dude, that's weird because when I stream this late, people in my chat bitch and like, fucking Jamie streaming right when I'm about to go to bed, and I'm like, people used to like be like, oh, like you're streaming too early, and like I used to like get a shit ton of people come into my streams just as I was about to end, and now it's like, this shit's wonky, dude. I don't know. I don't know what's up.
This stream is for our fellow insomniacs and people who just happen to work, late at night or do their fucking thing late at night or whatever. If people want to listen in the back.
If you're not an insomniac, fuck off. We don't want you here.
Oh my god. No, I mean,
vampires only.
Look, people watch the VODs on this. You can't say that, Jamie. Stop.
No, I don't even want people watching the VODs who aren't insomniacs. This is Insomniac Nation. Insomnia Haven.
Yeah, fuck
Woke Haven. Woke Haven, dude. We can call it Woke Haven.
Oh no.
We're the wokest podcast on the internet, and we never sleep.
Controversial.
I'm so woke. That's why my picture is black. That's how you can tell.
Damn
awesome.
Right.
Awesome.
Get woke, y'all.
My trill ass sunglasses.
I'm just kidding. I love you all. I want everyone to watch. You're all amazing.
Alrighty. So we're probably gonna bring in another caller. Thank you for calling in. We might bring in some callers who have already called in again towards the end. Who have already called in. So
yeah.
All right. Thanks for joining. As always.
All right. Take it easy, guys.
Yeah. check out Big Dick City. Check out Big Dick City. Yeah.
It's a city you love. It's invitation only.
Yeah. Check it out, though. All right. See ya. Have a good night, dude.
Mwah.
I just got a virtual kiss.
Dude.
I didn't ask for that. No, I'm just kidding. It's welcome.
I don't have insomnia. I just don't believe in sleep. Well, that's good enough.
Wow, that's based. Nice.
Yeah, dude.
I was I don't know if I said it on stream. I know actually I said it in the Discord server earlier. I was like, you know what? don't be a fucking sheep. Just never sleep. Like, you don't actually have to sleep. It's just a government conspiracy to make you like be less productive. They just want you to waste 12 hours of your day. You know what I mean?
You do, yeah.
Imagine
Dude,
if there was actually someone who actually believed that shit. I guarantee you someone actually does believe that shit.
Hell yeah. Oh, thank you, Elena Fox. I appreciate that. Fuck yeah. Yeah, it was a good stream.
Elena's gonna come on the show sometime.
If anyone else wants to check out my my stream where I disagree with TJ in a very respectful manner too, I might add. Okay, then go check that out over on my channel. It's fucking dope.
No, it was.
Dope.
You know what? That's a bold-faced lie. It was a very disrespectful manner. Jamie called TJ all number of names and expletives, and yeah, you should totally check it out. Put some put some dirt in your eye.
I was extremely respectful. Fuck you.
Oh my god. Yeah,
maybe a little too much.
Yeah, maybe a little bit too respectful. Yeah. No, I'm just kidding. You did a very good job with that video. I do think it was pretty well put together. So, yeah, when this stream's wrapped up with, you guys should go check that shit out. Check it out. Hell yeah.
So, what's next?
The final topic we're going to talk about is the fucking TJ thing. And I don't know if Chelsea's still here in the chat listening to the show, but if you'd like to come in to talk about this, you can. I mean, I do have the timestamp for this video if you want to take a look at it. I mean, we don't really have to talk about this. I remember quite a bit of what he actually said, but...
All right, you can just summarize it then.
All right, well... All right, let me try to think of a good way to get started with this. So yeah, what would you say the video was about? Oh yeah,
Elliot
an Elliot Rodger video of TJ's. We kind of talked about it a bit earlier. But an Elliot Rodger video of TJ's got fucking strike down, like a 10-year-old video, and it's been basically YouTube recently updated their TOS, and even though it's been 10 years and that video's gone up on the website with no issues, even though YouTube's gotten stricter and stricter over time, that video is still fucking, not had any fucking issues. They just decided recently not only to take down the fucking video, because that would be ridiculous enough if they took down the video, but they also issued him a strike. Like, that's the thing that's crazy to me about this, is that they didn't even have the fucking cadence to be shifty enough to just take down the fucking video. They also issued him a fucking strike for it. So TJ basically came to the conclusion after this that, YouTube is too unstable of a fucking platform, and that he really wants to get himself started on another website. And he also doesn't want to get himself on some type of alternative website, because people in the chat were pitching all these alternatives to him, like, oh, go on Parler, go on this, that, and the other. Basically all these places that, BitChute, yeah, all these places. And TJ made the very appropriate response that, look, either a bunch of these places are either, a bunch of shitty organizations that have biases towards the right wing, or they go belly up in a fucking year or two, and there goes all the archived content. So really the only alternative is that, yeah, TJ gets his own fucking thing going, or else he's going to be a slave to YouTube for the rest of fucking time. But what worries me about this is I really just don't want TJ to, just forget about this when the strike ends up being, relieved in about a week or so, and just go back in the same cycle of when this happens again in a year. I don't want him to just have the same bullshit happen and not do anything about it. I want him to actually get something done. Pay someone to do this shit. You know what I mean? Because he could have such a good website. He could have a great website.
Keyword could. Look, I agree, and I do think it's fucked up that he got this strike for an old video. But the fact is, and it sucks, but this is just kind of gonna happen now, and you kind of have to go back through your old videos and take certain things down if they're not acceptable to YouTube. Because I will say this, in terms of the content TJ's making now, I don't think he has to worry. It's just old shit that he has to worry about. So if I were TJ, make an archive, find another site to archive all your old shit.
And he said that he was considering doing that. He said he was considering doing that with Vimeo, which he might have.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be honest, that's probably what's going to happen. I don't think the website's going to happen. Even though I would prefer the website, and long term, like I'd like to try for some time in 2022 to get an Underhaven website going, but I'm not going to host video on there because video hosting's expensive as shit. But
we could get a GG site like Vosh.
Oh no.
You don't want to do the GG? You want to have a GG chat?
No, I heard you talking about that in the stream you did, and yeah, I don't like that shit. I don't like that shit. And then, now look, I get the appeal of it. I do, and no, we're not getting a fucking GG. No, we're not getting a goddamn GG website. No, we're not getting a goddamn.
You don't want to make it so that people can't chat on their phones, so they have to be logged into the GG thing on their computer to chat. And...
You know what? Here's the thing: if I ever do like an Underhaven website, I can't promise that it'll happen like immediately at the same time, but I'm gonna try as soon as possible to also get an Underhaven app out so that people can do it on their phone as well. You know, because I feel like that's critical. But here's what the Underhaven website, and eventually, if I can find someone to develop one, the app. It's basically just going to be a place where you can listen to audio versions of all the content that we've done, and we'll have some other shit there, like links to all my social media, all Jamie's social media, and maybe we'll have summaries on the two of us and our guests and other fucking people who come on the show regularly, and all that type of shit. Like we'll have a bunch of fucking cool shit on there. I do want to have a simple but effective little website that's not too complicated, and is also just a place where you guys can get all our content. And if one day, I don't think any Underhaven episodes are too spicy for YouTube, but if one day the political culture shifts in a way where it is, you know what I mean, where right-wingers take over America.
I don't know. I got to look back at my first appearance on Underhaven. I might have said some shit. I don't know.
Some controversial things? I don't know. It's not like Underhaven was ever like an anti-SJW show. Like we've made fun of a few Karens on here, but
I was an anti-SJW though when I first came on.
I never liked that term. I never applied. Even before I was anti-labels, I was still pretty anti-label, honestly. I don't think I ever put a label in my Twitter bio.
I don't think I labeled myself as one, but I definitely was really reactionary and really anti-SJW. And fuck the left, these people are all dumb.
Well, you know what? It's not that sad because at least you came out of it.
Trigger the left, yo. Trigger the libs.
Yeah, the libs. I feel like a lot of people... I feel like a lot of people came out of that shit. You know what I mean?
Now I trigger the actual libs with my
that's the thing.
Rhetoric.
Yeah, because now we've kind of advanced our idea of what a liberal is, like in the common discourse. Yeah, we have. So now the idea, trigger the libs doesn't sound that bad.
Yeah, definitely.
I know, right?
Fuck liberals. Fucking do nothing.
Isn't that funny? Isn't that fucking funny that
centrists?
Because you and I probably would have fucking said that 4 years ago in a different way.
Yeah.
I don't know if I actually would have said that 4 years ago, but maybe.
How shit changes, yeah.
Yeah, it is, but we can still say the same thing and have it mean something completely different. That's what I mean by language is I don't know. I acknowledge how necessary language is, but some of it is so dynamic that it's overwhelming. I think that's part of the internet meme culture that we live in, is that memes especially can change a word and that.
Dude, we should just take back trigger the libs. We should make that a lefty statement.
That's fucking funny.
That'd a lefty meme now.
Yeah, trigger the libs. That's really that'd be pretty fucking funny. But yeah, I mean, is anyone really surprised by this though? Here's the thing. YouTube obviously shouldn't retroactively reinforce their rules on people's content. It's bullshit. Look, honestly, if they want to protect their asses, this is gonna sound really stupid, but it's a better alternative. They can just put a goddamn disclaimer at the bottom of the video, like Warner Brothers does with their old cartoons. This is we do not necessarily agree with the contents of this video, but
that's what they should have been doing from the very beginning. Is just anything that's questionable that YouTube doesn't agree with, just put that little disclaimer there, and let people know that they're not promoted by YouTube.
Yeah,
not
and
hard.
also like I also wouldn't have a problem with like sectioning off that off into like a mature section of YouTube. Like
Yeah.
I don't know, like and also like that's the thing you could do too. Like bring over like certain advertisers over there who want to advertise on mature content because there's a market for that. I mean, YouTube needs to be broken up, not just literally, but like figuratively, like into categories and shit like that, like YouTube gaming and like YouTube movies and television. Yeah, that's just an example. Like there needs to be more of a segmentation of YouTube so that way people can get more appropriate advertisers and more advertisers can come to YouTube. That way they don't just have to come to YouTube, they can come to this specific part of YouTube. That's the solution that YouTube needs, but they're too stupid to take it. That's my opinion. And I'm right because I'm me and I'm never wrong about anything. Ever. No, I'm just fucking around.
Damn right.
Yeah, Jamie's just like damn
Damn
right.
fucking right.
Yeah,
We are right about everything.
Damn.
You know what? You know what?
Kirby.
Y'all need to. You know what? If you don't know what's up, just come to us. Get all your news from us. Get all your opinions from us.
That is the exact opposite of what we believe, by the way. Just want to make that full disclaimer.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's called irony, folks. All right.
No, use your critical thinking, even when watching our brilliant asses.
Yeah, think critically. Think critically.
All right. We got any more callers?
Yeah, I'm gonna bring in Realize to see what he has to say about the probably the direct. What's up, Realize?
Yo.
Hello, Answer. Hello, Jamie.
What's good? What do you have
What
to
up?
say about the topics we've discussed tonight?
Nothing. Can you hear me clearly?
Yeah, I can hear you clearly. What's up?
Nothing. Obviously, I did not watch the Nintendo Direct.
You didn't watch the direct, so you didn't have anything to be disappointed by. Well, guess what? You didn't miss much. I mean,
really?
Yeah, I mean, let's be honest. Like most Nintendo Directs are better just read as articles after the fact than actually watched. And like I say that as someone who, when the Nintendo Direct came back, I was like, oh my god, yay! I didn't like this single announcement shit. I like getting everything in a Direct. It's an event. And maybe I just feel that way because I have such fond memories of Etika and when he used to react to the Nintendo Directs, and I used to always watch Etika reacting to the Nintendo Directs. I love that shit. I ate that shit up, and I don't know, Nintendo Directs. I like them, and it was nice to see that come. It was nice to see it come back, but yeah, this one was pretty underwhelming. Even though I think it was one of the better Nintendo Directs in a while, which is kind of a contradictory statement, but I think you get what I mean. I mean, Jamie, would you argue that any of the past 5 Nintendo Directs were better than this one?
I can't really remember them. I don't really remember what was
okay. I think that says a lot, but you'll probably forget this one too. So maybe it doesn't.
Yeah. What I will say, I'm way more looking forward to the Pokemon one that's probably coming next week. Because
I look forward to that.
There we'll probably get some decent announcements.
Yeah. Okay. With what you said about Splatoon 3.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I'm just noticing a lot with franchises. Is like they're basically just taking something that's just like DLC, but they're repackaging it into a full $60 game.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's complete and utter bullshit. I hate that type of business practice. Nintendo's becoming notorious for it, and Nintendo used to actually put effort into their sequels, and look how much the Nintendo sequel has been botched in the Switch era. Like, this is the worst thing about the Switch, is that Nintendo no longer cares about the quality of a sequel anymore. They used to putting a fucking 2 or a 3 next to the title of a game used to mean something to Nintendo, and it doesn't mean jack shit anymore. It just means, here's some DLC that should have been in the fucking game.
It is no longer worth the value and piss.
It's not. It's fucking bullshit. Berserk's like, unironically, YouTube X. And then Greyman's like, not to be confused with Xtube. Yeah, two completely different fucking things. But maybe they should join forces. I'm kidding. All right, so I'm gonna ask you something to realize. What Nintendo game would you like to see the most? What do you want to see on the Switch the most? What franchise do you want to see get its next entry on the Switch the most? Could be any fucking game.
Super Princess Peach 2.
You want Super Princess Peach too?
Fuck off.
Yeah.
You want
Super
man,
Princess Peach was garbage, yo.
that
game
game's-
was sexist.
This game's problematic. Yeah, unironically.
It was sexist, it was boring, and it had this bullshit fucking thing where like you have to be 100% completionist to beat the game. You have to collect all the fucking toads in every fucking level and not miss a single one in order to fight Bowser. That shit pissed me off. As a kid, like I played through that game, I got to the end and I thought, oh, I'm almost done. I get to finally fight Bowser. And it's like, nope, not allowed to fight Bowser until you've rescued all the toads first. That
Yep.
shit made me fucking mad.
Gotta do
alright.
your fucking bitch work. That's shitty.
That should be an extra thing. That should be like more content. If you want to go back and like be completionist, it should never be a fucking
that should be like
requirement.
finding the Yoshi eggs in Super Mario Brothers Deluxe. You know what I mean? It should be an extra little bonus that you do at the end of the game for some
All
extra
right.
bonus content.
If the first one is bad, then just make the second one better.
Sure, they could make a better. Honestly, if they're gonna make a game where you play as Peach, I don't want it to be a 2D game. I want it to be a 3D game.
Yeah, and I also don't want it to have powers based
Exactly.
on the menstruation cycle. That'd be fucking great.
Yeah,
That'd be fucking doper than the goddamn fucking Pope if we didn't have fucking powers based on the menstruation cycle. Oh yeah, we'll bring you in, Pinky.
The
What's up, Pinky?
Vibe Kingdom, dude.
Yeah,
The
dude.
Vibe Scepter.
All right, I'll be honest though. I do like the name Vibe Kingdom. That's kind of cool. But I mean, the Vibe Scepter. I mean, we all know what that is. All right, so what's up, Pinky? Hi, Pinky. What's up?
Hey,
What's up? How are you?
I'm doing good. I heard you were talking about the Nintendo shit, and I was like, sure.
Oh yeah, you want to talk about the Nintendo shit?
What are
Yeah,
your
let's
thoughts?
talk about the Nintendo shit.
I wouldn't know you if
Honestly,
it wasn't for Nintendo shit.
yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, basically, totally didn't know that there was going to be a direct today. I didn't know until one of my friends on here was like, "There's going to be a direct today. We're all going to watch it." Like all of my friends in our own private server on Discord, we watched it.
That's the best
The
part of the
entire thing.
Nintendo Direct, honestly, is watching it with people.
Yeah,
Okay.
reacting to it.
Yeah,
All right,
like
you-
Etika.
Okay.
Yeah,
You all
rest
want to
in
know
peace.
about how I learned about the Nintendo Direct?
How?
That Twitter account poorly aged things. Because it like
That's kind of a
showed
weird
tweets
way to
saying-
learn about anything. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
I mean, if
because-
you
I
watched
feel like
it,
that Twitter
You'll
account
see
is poorly
you'll see
aged.
exactly when.
Yeah, I
poorly-
know, right?
how exactly? How?
Because it
All right.
is.
What were you
Hmm?
gonna say? I'm sorry. What were you gonna say, Jamie?
Yeah, I was gonna say whatever. Fuck this year. Fuck this direct. Like I didn't expect much from it. Now if next week's if the Pokemon direct sucks, then I'm gonna be mad. Then y'all are gonna be seeing me ranting.
Oh,
Dude,
yeah, yeah.
If they,
It's just
I swear
it's
to
not
God,
going to be anything good.
if they announce Pokemon Let's Go Diamond and Pearl, I am going to.
They aren't gonna do that. They aren't
They're
gonna
going to do that.
They
They're
are
not
not
going to do
gonna do
that
that.
that quickly. They did Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. I don't think they're going to go straight into Diamond and Pearl.
No,
It
yeah.
better
If they
never-
were,
Well,
if
no,
they
no.
were to do
Well,
that,
Well, no, the reason is because everyone is waiting for Diamond and Pearl remakes, and some people have
Yeah, you're
speculated.
right.
I've seen a lot of rumors online. Some rumors have speculated that Diamond and Pearl remakes are going to include Pokemon Let's Go catching mechanics. And I'll be honest, I kind of am torn of how I think of how I feel
I
about
wouldn't be
that.
against that. I wouldn't be against that,
Okay.
honestly.
Here's how it better be if they do that. The only way they could make that work is if you still battle Pokemon normally every time you fight them, but when you, instead of choosing a Pokeball and throwing it at the Pokemon, you get to switch to catch mode.
Yeah, that'd
where
be cool. I'd like
You
that.
put your Pokemon because I will admit catching Pokemon, especially legendaries or Pokemon that are just hard to catch, is fucking annoying. There's no skill to it. It's all luck. All you gotta do is just throw Pokeballs over and over and over and just hope you catch it.
throw balls at animals
Yeah,
until they
So,
jump in.
you know
if they added something that required some skill or something that you actually do
Some
to make
finesse.
it easier to catch the Pokemon, then
exactly.
something you could get good at, then I'd be like, okay, that's not the worst thing ever.
You know what else would
But
be
if
cool?
they take away battling wild Pokemon, I'm done. Fuck that.
You know what else would be cool? Because like if they actually went with that system, then they could do Pokeballs in a way that like change the trajectory of how it works and shit like that. They could get creative. I mean, they probably won't, but it could open up a ton of fucking possibilities. Also realize I'm probably gonna let in Berserk because we're probably gonna wrap this up relatively soon. But I'm gonna see if Berserk wants to talk about the Nintendo stuff. So we're probably gonna let you go for now. But thank you very much for calling in.
Sure thing.
And
By the way, to respond to Elena Fox in the chat, look, I know a lot of people don't like Sword and Shield, but I've played it now, and it's not the greatest thing, but it's fun, and I'm having fun with it. And honestly, if Nintendo takes, or if they take what they did with Pokemon Sword and Shield, and because there's a lot of fucked up things, there's a lot of disappointing about Sword and Shield too. But if they take what they've done there, build upon it, and make a Diamond and Pearl remake that plays a lot like Sword and Shield, I think it would be the perfect Pokemon.
Yeah, and here's the thing. Honestly, like, look, I was one of those people who's like, I'm not playing Sword and Shield, and I probably won't ever actually play Sword and Shield, if I'm being entirely honest with you. The most I'll probably do with Sword and Shield is letting Jamie play through it for me.
If I could afford it, I'd send it to you for your birthday or some shit. But
don't worry, because I'm gonna sucker up.
I'd force you to play it.
I'm probably gonna sucker up the cash for the Diamond and Pearl remake.
Force him to do it. Just put a gun to his head. You gotta play Sword and Shield.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna
pull the trigger.
I'm probably gonna like sucker up the money for the Diamond and Pearl remakes though, because like, look, I'm at a point in my life where I want that 2000s nostalgia in HD, and I want it right now.
Well,
I want it
I'll be
right
honest,
now. I want to feel like a kid again.
That's kind of why I really enjoy. I mean, look, I didn't expect to enjoy Sword and Shield, but Chess got it for me for my birthday and was like, I want to see you play it. Even if you hate it, like, I'll get some entertaining rants out of you. I genuinely enjoyed it. I'm still having fun with it. I started up a new file and I'm playing all over again because I'm having fun with it. It's got some disappointing shit, but there's also a lot of content, a lot of shit to do. I like the Dynamax raids. I like the wild areas. I like everything they added in the DLC. I like the fact that they did DLC rather than a third game that you have to buy for $60 and have to start a new save file. I like all the little fucking touches. It's just there's some shallow shit too. There's some annoying shit. The Pokédex isn't complete, which is annoying. There's not a shit ton to do after you beat the game.
You know what's disappointing about it though is that the game is shallow, but you know it's not shallow. Game Freak's fucking pockets. The Pokemon is literally the highest grossing media franchise of all time. Like, there's no excuse. Like, there should be multiple good Pokemon games coming out each year, all well developed, like triple.
Where's all the fucking side games, dude? Where's all the fucking
at least we get Pokemon Snap, though. At least we get Pokemon Snap.
They did the remake of the first Mystery Dungeon and they put it on Switch.
Oh, so yeah, that was
pretty much all we've gotten so far.
That's lame.
That was dumb. They should have just made a new one.
I mean, that's probably like testing the waters. You don't know. It could be like testing the waters. Like they make a remake for it. Yeah.
Did you see why I was happy about the character they added in Smash? And I wasn't really happy about it, but the only reason I'm not upset about it is because
Booba, Booba.
You were fucking constantly talking about Big Booba in Discord.
Yeah, it was.
Did I miss the Big Booba? Did I miss?
Wait, did you not take a look at the thumbnail? Like, take a look at the goddamn thumbnail.
I did. I saw it in the thumbnail. I just didn't know you were talking about Big Booba in the Discord.
Dude, those boobas are even boobier than. Like, I photoshopped those boobs to be even boobier. So. Yeah.
Well, I ain't buying the character.
I'm not buying the character either, but I'm gonna be checking Rule 34 tonight. That's for sure.
It definitely spiked. It definitely spiked tonight.
Yeah, it spikes every time they announce a Smash character. Like, that's literally
the entire time. The entire time I was watching the direct earlier with my friends. Every single time we'd see a new announcement, like a new game, and I'd see like some female character just be like, Rule 34. There it goes.
Yeah, here's the thing, because like the pirate people are gonna watch that too and be like, "Oh shit, there's another character I can draw." Like, yep, that's gonna go up.
Gets out their pens.
Look, that's the amazing thing. That's the thing we were missing about Nintendo Direct the whole time. Is like, it was a huge fucking boon for that market. Exactly, it was a huge boon for that market. Yeah. We can do an entire episode about how Nintendo Direct affects Rule 34, but
I want to be a part of that.
Yeah, we'll do that on another episode. I mean, look, it's down to a statistical science, and that's all I'm going to say. We'll get into it another time.
You get Big Booba, you get more porn.
That's true.
That's simple, Nintendo.
Look, and here's the thing. I don't think Byleth's that hot, But like when Byleth came out, people were like, there was less people simping because Byleth doesn't have Big Booba. But now that there's a Big Booba involved, like there's a bunch of people like, yeah, you know what, Pyra's
They got the horn.
Yeah, me too. Even I'm like, you know what, I hate this a little bit less than
It's
I
drooling
would.
right now.
Because honestly, like, let me be honest, like, Shulk was enough Xenoblade representation in Smash. I know it's a good franchise and everything, but to have a multiple character slot in Smash thing, like that definitely should have gone to Sonic the Hedgehog. Why the fuck wasn't that Dr. Robotnik? That's all I'm saying. It should have been Dr. Robotnik.
Well, I was watching the direct. Yeah, Jimmy.
No, I was just gonna say I want Sora. Fuck all those.
Fuck
Zora.
yes.
Well, you don't think? Okay, well, Jamie, you wouldn't be upset if they added Dr. Robotnik, though, right? You'd be like, yeah, that's understandable.
Just a fat
Sure,
ass in a
I wouldn't
chair.
buy it, but sure.
Damn, I'd buy Dr.
buy-
Robotnik. Yeah.
His final smash is pissing on the moon.
No, his final smash is Pingus. Yeah, that'd be fucking great, Pingus.
Yeah,
His
I'm
final
s-
smash is him making an announcement.
I'm
You got
so
it.
hyped.
Yeah.
for
No, his
fucking-
final smash is himself giving himself a promotion. Yeah, that's what it would be.
Oh, I get it. Like blowjob.
No.
No, like old ass 2012 memes.
Yeah. No, it's 2009. 2009.
Closer. But yeah, I find it hard to be excited about the same cookie cutter characters that control like every other character with slight differences. Find it kinda
Another
hard to be
another
hyped about
anime
that.
sword fighter. Another one of those.
I mean,
things
we did
people
get
hate.
that.
Anime sword fight. Yeah, but like this one has
Big Booba makes up for it.
This one has
Oh,
Big
Big
Booba.
Booba.
So yeah, but no, seriously, it's true. This one has Big Booba.
It's true.
so-
Her booba big.
Well, it's not a lie. It's not a lie. It's a
That
truth.
is true.
It's
Your
not a
Pinocchio
lie.
nose is not growing after saying that her booba big.
It's true, and it's not a lie. So we're probably gonna wrap this shit up.
So when can we admit that Smash Bros sucks and we
doesn't-
can just
it
move
doesn't.
on beyond this
Fuck you.
argument? It's
Fuck
actually very
you.
bad.
Fuck you.
Terrible fighting
Uh,
game.
I like.
Dude, you gotta shut
Smash.
up. You're gonna get all of Reddit mad.
Yeah, you like Smash because it's just characters you recognize from other shit altogether. It's not because it's a good
No.
fighting game.
It's a fun fighting game. It's not the greatest fighting game ever, but I'm not a huge fan of fighting games in general. There's something about Smash that's fun, and maybe part of it does have to do with the characters you get to play as, but like that's clearly part of the appeal. Like I don't have a problem with that. I enjoy playing the game. It's not my favorite thing to play ever, and I don't play it to death. I play it every once in a while or play with some friends, but for what it is, it's a fun little fighting game.
Yeah, I feel
Fun
like
party game.
the creator didn't intend it to be taken seriously, and I don't think people should take it too fucking seriously because all it is a fun party game. And I understand that people treat it like it's the second coming of Christ, and I get if you're frustrated with that because it's not really justified. It's just a fun fucking game. But I mean, people treat a bunch of games like they're the next coming of Christ, you know, that don't deserve it. So it's kind of common. And
Yeah, like Persona.
Shut the fuck up. I do. You know what? I'm not getting into it right now.
I'm
Yeah,
kidding.
you know
Whatever. No, if y'all like, look, I'm just joking. If y'all like Persona, I just
I'm
don't
gonna
like
get out-
JRPGs.
I'm getting
I don't
out
like
my
them.
fucking
Sorry.
pitchforks.
What's
I
wrong
just-
with
I don't have-
JRPGs? I
Because they're
literally
not
don't understand.
because they're not action RPGs, and it's way easier for not easier, but it makes way more sense to make an action RPG. They're more fun. You have more to do in them. I don't like sitting there and choosing my character's attack and waiting for them to do it. Fuck that shit. I want to be a part of the action. This is what, like, I have hated the state of Final Fantasy games ever since I discovered what Kingdom Hearts was. I was like, why? Why are you still making these shitty turn-based games when you can make something that's infinitely more fun and feels like you're actually a part of the action and not just watching it?
But it requires more strategy. I'd argue.
Some
I mean,
of
it
them,
has a different
honestly,
appeal.
honestly, most RPGs that I play, most turn-based RPGs don't really require much strategy. All I do, here's how I play an RPG. I'll start grinding, get strong enough where all I have to do is spam the same attack over and over, and that's it. Because I don't like having to strategize. It's fucking annoying. It's annoying having to be like, wait, what's this enemy's weakness? Oh wait, I don't have a character that can that has an advantage against this enemy in my party currently. Fuck. Fuck that shit. I just want to get fucking powerful and beat the shit out of people. I don't know. Maybe some people still enjoy that, and I'm not saying those games shouldn't exist. I'm just saying that the fact that AAA studios, big fucking studios, rely on that type of gameplay way too much is I think it's a problem, and I think like there's a lot more that they could actually do.
I agree with that. I do think that it's just oversaturated at this point. I don't have a problem with the genre. I actually do enjoy, like, you just don't seem to care for the genre in general. I do enjoy JRPGs.
I like Pokemon.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. I also prefer action RPGs. And like, there's barely any on the market right now. It's absolutely fucking insane. So
yeah, that's why I'm upset, because it's like, look at something like Kingdom Hearts. I think that's a great fucking action RPG series. It's gone a little downhill in recent years, but like, why isn't there more shit like that? It's so hard to find a good action RPG that's fun. Like, I don't know. And these fucking studios keep putting out like games. Like, I hate hearing like, ooh, here's a new Square Enix game that's coming out.
Because they just want to do it safe, right? Like, that's what it boils down to. They just want to do it safe, easy, and isn't going to be a risk.
Dude,
and they don't want to start any new franchises either.
Fuck that. You know what was a great game that they made? Nier Automata. Like, what? Both the Nier games, really fucking good.
Oh man, she got big booty.
That's a lot of porn right there.
Yeah, exactly. True. We all went to the same place, basically.
but that was a fun game. Like, I don't see why they can do shit like that that's really fucking fun, but then it's like, okay, now let's devolve back into turn-based bullshit.
I agree.
I just don't get it.
Final Fantasy 15 doesn't count. That gameplay was shit dripping out.
Marcus's asshole. Yeah. It was wooden as fuck, because I actually got really excited when I played the demo, and I was like, oh, they're actually going further down the Kingdom Hearts direction for this one. I'm good, great, I'm glad. But then actually playing it, yeah, the fucking attack, the controls, the attacks, everything feels really stiff, and it doesn't feel like you're in full control. Yeah, I would love to see it that like fleshed out. The next Final Fantasy game, I swear to God, they better fucking flesh out the combat, because I swear to God, I want is a fucking.
It seems like yeah.
All I want
talk about that.
All I want is a fucking fun ass Final Fantasy game that plays like a Kingdom Hearts game. That's all I've ever wanted.
Did you enjoy the 7 remake?
No, I didn't. And you know why? Because, first of all, okay, Final Fantasy... I'm going to go on a rant. Okay, I've been holding in this rant for a long fucking time. Final Fantasy VII is supposed to be an open-world RPG with a lot of shit to do. This game has barely anything to do. All it does... The story feels like it's on rails. You have to go from this location to the next, You can't go back. You can't explore. And even if you, like, level up and get a bunch of cool abilities... There's not much to do with it except advance in the story. And the side quests are dull, boring, and super skippable. Like, and honestly, there's several parts of that game that literally just make me want to fucking go to sleep. I don't hate the game, but like, it's so disappointing how the combat is fun. The combat is really fucking fun, and I love it, but there's not enough to do with it. So it just pisses me off. The next Final Fantasy VII game, all I can say is it better be a fucking open world experience. There better be a shit ton to do. There better be a shit ton of side quests and extra shit. And it better not be just like progress through the story and then you're done. Because I hate that.
Yeah, it's super linear.
Yeah, fuck that linear bullshit. I don't like
I get that the opening of Final Fantasy VII was pretty linear, but I'm so whose idea was it to make part 1 only the Midgar section? Because I thought when I heard that, I actually got kind of excited because I thought, oh, we get to explore Midgar. It'll be completely open. You know, I imagined it being like Final Fantasy 15, where you have like a big city to explore, but then it's like, okay, here's where you go for the next story mission. Here's where you go for the next story mission. But aside from that you could just like explore and do whatever you want. Nope. Instead, you get a bunch of little linear sections and a bunch of areas where it pretends to open up and allow you to do side quests. But it's just like, okay, what's this side quest? Here, go kill some monsters, or go do a stupid fucking escort quest or some shit. Like, that game was really underwhelming.
I don't know of any action RPGs outside of those that have been mentioned already.
Kingdom Hearts,
Besides
and
Kingdom
Nier
Hearts.
Automata. That's it. Those are the dope ones. I don't know.
It's just this completely untapped vein that people like more than turn-based RPGs, I feel like.
It is, and that's why like I want to see the genre done better. This is why like Kingdom Hearts is one of my favorite franchises, and I fully am aware it's not the greatest game ever, even though to me Kingdom Hearts 2 is my favorite game of all time. I realize there's
Same.
more that can be done with it. I realize that there's a place they can take that, they can build upon it and make it better, but they don't. Kingdom Hearts 3 was easily a step down from Kingdom Hearts 2 in a lot of ways. And no other company seems to be doing this shit. It's the same thing that frustrates me, that there's no other games like Skyrim. Like, why was Skyrim such a huge success, but no one wants to do the fucking
I know, right?
open world fantasy RPG thing?
And
Nobody.
There's been some like Dragon Age, but none of them do it fucking right. None of them. And that's the
Nah.
thing. Like Skyrim is far from a polished game, far from a perfect game. People love it despite its it's perfect despite its imperfections.
Dude,
you know
the only game that's come out in the last 10 years that even comes close to measuring up is Kingdoms of Amalur: Reckoning. I don't know if y'all have ever played that. That's a really good game. It's made by I think THQ or something. It's a good fucking game. It's kind of it feels okay. The best way I can describe it, it feels like a mix between World of Warcraft and Skyrim. There's not quite as much to do as either of those games, but it's good. The combat is solid. The leveling system is solid. There's not too many customization options, but you can pretty much customize your character, and it doesn't fit you into a box and be like, you're this class, so you can only learn this.
Yeah,
you can
I
actually,
like a more open-ended RPG system like that. It's preferable.
And that's what I like about that game. If anyone's looking for a game that kind of scratches that Skyrim itch, I really recommend Kingdoms of Amalur: Reckoning. It just got re-released on the PS4. Was originally on the PS3. I was never able to play it on the PS3 all that much because my copy got like a glitch in it, and like I tried reinstalling it a million times, never worked. But it got re-released on the PS4. I'm actually salty because it's getting re-released on the Switch in a couple months. And I'm like, God fucking damn it. I just bought this on the PS4. If I knew it was coming to the Switch, I would have waited. Because fuck that. I want games on the Switch rather than on the PS4. Because portability is important.
Games you love. Games you love.
I have an interesting question.
Go ahead.
What did Skyrim do that Fallout 4 didn't do? Because there's no denying they're like completely separate experiences, but I see a lot of overlap, and I just don't.
Well, Skyrim came first.
Look,
there's that.
When it comes to I enjoy Fallout, but Fallout does not scratch the same itch for me as Skyrim does. I like it. First, I feel Fallout is a little too reliant on the story, which I don't mind. But like the combat is a little stiff. You can't even do melee combat in Fallout games. It always sucks.
I find Elder Scrolls lore more immersive. I find the universe to be more intriguing. I love fantasy. Not to say that Fallout doesn't have its appeal. It has its appeal. It sure fucking does. But it's a more limited appeal. I feel like a less general, overall, like mainstream appeal, which made Fallout 76 such a very strange decision to me. Like, I always saw the appeal of Fallout as like a post-apocalyptic game to be, frankly, if I'm being honest with you, a little bit more niche. Like, I get that there's people who like it, but I mean, it appeals to me.
It's good, but honestly, I like swords and magic. That's what I want, okay? I want a fantasy setting with swords and magic and dragons. I want to feel like I'm on this epic adventure. You know, if Fallout is interesting, it's fun. It's got some of the elements that I like from Elder Scrolls.
Yeah, you know what a big part of it is, too? I just want to say, like, let's be honest, like, it's a post-apocalyptic shithole, and Elder Scrolls is proper escapism. I mean, Fallout is literally a representation of the worst example of what our world could be in. Like, you know what I mean? It's 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 less escapist. It's less escapism than a proper fantasy universe.
It's a good story. It's interesting. But yeah, no, it's definitely not as close to escapism because I find myself playing this, especially the fact that it takes place in real world American settings.
Yep.
I'm like I'm not in a fantasy universe. I'm in the future. I'm in what future America could very well become.
And Fallout 4 takes place in New England, so yeah, that was an interesting experience.
Oh, does it?
It does.
I don't know, but it feels just like to me the whole swords and sorcery thing, like every universe is just cookie cutter, basically just the same shit. I feel like.
That's why there's a lot of fantasy games that like are really boring, but Skyrim wasn't. Skyrim was able to be really interesting, make you feel like you are having an adventure that is tailor-made to you, and you can do it however you want, and it doesn't have to be all cookie cutter. Yeah. I like that. I like you can build your character however you want. You can go on whatever kinds of quests you want. You want to be a villain, you want to be a fucking thief, you want to be a murderer, you want to be a hero, whatever the fuck you want to do. I like that.
You can even do the fucking Mario. Just swing your arms from side to side. Yeah, swing your arms from side to side.
Dare I even mention Cyberpunk 2077?
Oh my God, we're being foreclosed on, Luigi.
Luigi, we're being foreclosed on, Luigi.
Oh Mario, we're being foreclosed.
Yeah.
Mario.
Okay, as far as Cyberpunk goes, I feel like Cyberpunk. Look, like I've said this before, at the same E3, 3 different games were announced with all the same premise. Basically, here's a Fallout clone. One of them, actually, 2 of them are in space, and one of them is in a Cyberpunk universe with Keanu Reeves. I didn't fucking care. I was just like, is one of these going to be as good as Fallout New Vegas? Because then I'll play it. If not, I'm not interested. And honestly, the more I've seen of Cyberpunk, it seems like it's more GTA-like than really Fallout. And yeah, that doesn't appeal to me at all. I wanted something that was more like Skyrim, not something that felt like GTA. So I'm probably not going to fuck with Cyberpunk unless it like goes on sale or something. I might pick it up and try it out, but
yeah, I'll pick it up when they fix their fucking bullshit, and it's like
yeah, that too.
I'll pick it up when they, and I do have some confidence that they'll do this when it gets No Man's Sky. If that genuinely does happen, I'll pick it up just like I did with No Man's Sky.
But its reputation's already been tarnished by the fucking
just like No Man's Sky.
In the state. Yeah. But like once it got fixed up, I barely hear anybody talk about No Man's Sky anymore.
I mean, it's now. Then that's the sad thing because now it's a good game, and if it just released what they promised, then it would have been a revolutionary game, maybe one of the most praised games of its time.
Once they fix Cyberpunk and like all of the glitches are gone, it's the actual playable state. That you don't notice any glitches. No glitches. And
I'll probably play it and enjoy it when that happens.
Yeah, and people will play it and they'll enjoy it, and then they'll put it back down, and then they'll fucking ignore it,
and they'll ignore it because it's not the new hot item anymore. Because people are going to talk about what's new. Because we live in this culture where people are always talking about the newest game, the newest hot ticket item.
Yeah, the hype train goes off to the next station, whichever station that may be, whatever game it will be.
Cyberpunk didn't get a hype train. It only ever got a fucking hate train, and that's all it's ever going to have, and that's really sad for a game that'll probably end up actually being pretty good.
Yeah.
No, this is what's going to happen. This is what's going to happen. Everyone was excited about No Man's Sky, and they were all hyped for it, and then it released, and it was shit. And then everyone hated it, and then they got fixed, and then they went on to other games, and then they went on to Cyberpunk. They were like, "We're not going to fall for this again." And then Cyberpunk 2077 gets trailers, and they're like, "Oh, let's hype this up." And then the same fucking thing happened.
And then those
did you learn nothing?
Those seedy fucks at CD Projekt Red.
CD Projekt Red.
Yeah, CD Projekt Red.
By the way, speaking of CD Projekt Red, does anyone here actually enjoy The Witcher 3?
No.
No.
Yeah, I don't either.
The wild C word.
I've tried to play that game like 3 times. I've played the opening of it, and I've tried to get into the quests, and it's just boring. So that game doesn't scratch that itch either. Which is, by the way, the reason why I wasn't expecting much from Cyberpunk, because people that were like, "Oh, well, Cyberpunk is going to be like the futuristic Skyrim. It's their answer to Skyrim." No, it's not. And the fact, because they had a chance to make their answer to Skyrim, The Witcher 3, it felt nothing like it, and it did not appeal to any of the things that made me like Skyrim. So
Yeah, but the guy is naked, so you can't argue with that.
Facts.
yeah, dude,
Alright.
naked booties. So play the game.
I
And that's
agree.
hope-
nuts.
I agree.
I'll play the naked booty game.
Yeah, play the naked booty
I just
game.
hope you're ready for the Titanic disappointment that's going to be the next Elder Scrolls game. So
Oh man.
Okay.
Nothing.
Look,
I don't think that. Yeah.
The one thing that might make, because I understand that Elder Scrolls 6 might be disappointing, but they are taking a long time on it, which is good. They're not arbitrarily announcing release dates yet, which is good. They're still working hard on it and trying to polish it and whatever. I think it'll be an okay game.
I think
I'm not
no,
going to.
no. I think after Fallout 76, they know that they have to put out something that's at least like a good entry in the
Oh, yeah.
series. I do think it'll be a good game. Plain and simple. I think it'll be a good game.
But here's the thing. You know
You
what?
think.
I'm not getting my hopes up for that. You know what I'm getting my hopes up for? And this is sad. But what I'm actually looking forward to and excited for is Skyblivion and Skywind, the 2 fan-made projects to remake Skyrim.
I'm looking forward to that shit
Oblivion
too,
and
yeah.
that
Morrowind.
sounds
Yeah.
badass.
They're remaking Oblivion and Morrowind in the Skyrim engine. And you know what? Like I've said before, if fucking if Bethesda would have like
if Nintendo
seen,
takes it down,
Nintendo's
that'll
just
be
as
weird.
bad. Nintendo's just as bad. But if Bethesda had seen what their fucking dedicated fan base was willing to do, the amazing work that they were capable of, and said, "Oh, you know what? Let's help you. Let's help you get this released."
Hey, remember Sonic Mania? Remember how successful that fucking
Yeah.
was? Fan-made
Oh.
fucking game.
Hey,
All they
they
had
could
to do
even
was reach out.
Yep, they could even be like, "Hey, let's release this together so it can go on consoles as well, so it can go on the Switch and the PS5 and whatever." Like they could be actively working with this team, and Bethesda could be making a lot of money, generating a lot of hype, and it could help hold over the weight for Elder Scrolls 6. This could be like an official project. Instead, Bethesda kneecapped the team that was working on it and said, "No, you can make this, but you're not allowed to use any of our fucking assets. You have to remake everything from
Yeah,
scratch."
and you know what else? Remember your fucking cash cow creation club? Remember that shit?
That makes me
Creation
mad.
Club.
I hate the Creation Club, dude. I hate the fact that if I want to get some of the coolest weapons and armor that were in Oblivion, if I want to get those in Skyrim, I gotta pay money. When there used to be free mods, by the way, which Bethesda has also taken down. You're not allowed to get the Dawnbreaker mod or the Golden Saints and Dark Seducer armor mod
The
anymore
Golden Paints.
because now it's in the Creation Club. So if you
Wah,
want
wah,
it,
wah.
you gotta pay Bethesda.
Gotta
fuck
pay up. You gotta pay Bethesda, not the mod creator. You gotta pay that
God.
fucking Bethesda.
Fucking damn!
You
I
gotta
hate
pay
Bethesda.
the Lord and
But
Savior Todd
where's
Howard.
where's
everything.
our mod Pixel? I need to tell him how much Bethesda sucks again.
Whoa, no, don't be mean to
Whoa.
Pixel.
Yeah,
Pixel
don't
is
be mean to
fucking
Pixel.
Sim.
Pixel's a
Oh,
saint.
man.
Pixels are princess. You can't do
Yeah,
that.
Pixel is
Fucking-
That's awesome.
Oh, yeah, I
No,
got an
I love-
announcement. I got an
I love
announcement.
Pixel, but he's a Bethesda simp. Fuck off.
I got an announcement.
He'll suck Tower's toes.
God.
All right, so so some people who are from the Geek Room crowd might be happy to hear this, but Black Guy TV is going to be coming on our show. Not this Saturday, but next Saturday. He's a cool dude. I've popped in
Dope.
on his streams a few times. He's a nice guy, and it'll be cool to have him. So yeah.
Wait, that's not the same as some black guy, right?
No,
a
that's
different
not.
dude.
That's not some black guy. What are you? Wait a minute, Jamie. What are you trying
You think
to
all
say
black
here?
guys
Oh
are
no,
the
I
same?
I've just never watched that channel. I for some reason I thought
Ah.
that some black guy changed the name of his channel or something.
To Black Guy TV.
A likely story to discuss.
Well, no, don't worry. It's not.
'Cause we should get that dude too. Some black guy is cool. I like him.
Oh yeah, I've not heard about him in quite a while.
I haven't
No.
either.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
I like
I don't even know if he still makes content, but sure. I mean, I'd be willing to have a conversation with him. He always used to seem like a pretty cool dude. But all right, I think we're gonna wrap this shit up because I don't really have much else to say, and I'm getting kind of tired. Also, I need to,
All right, yeah.
edit some shit and pull some content for the podcast. We're gonna be doing a podcast this Saturday with Jules. Jules will be joining us. So drop
Family Jewels.
Yeah. So consider dropping a like. I'm sure it seems like most of you guys already fucking did. So thank you for that. Just thank you guys for viewing. I always appreciate that shit. I appreciate every single one of you who checks this shit out. And maybe consider being a patron like Berserk here, and you can get access to some nice ass shit and support the channel for only a fucking buck. And also, since
One fucking buck.
yeah, it's only a fucking $1, $12 a year. Come on, consider it. Also, check out the video that Jamie did recently. It's really fucking good. It's a stream. I'm sorry. Check out the stream Jamie did recently where she talks about some of her disagreements with TJ. That was good shit. All right, and yeah. All right, I'm gonna play the fucking outro unless any of you guys have anything else to say that's not gonna get us taken off YouTube.
Follow me at Berserk Blair.
Thank God, Rush Limbaugh's dead. Okay, now that I said that,
Fuck yeah.
I fulfilled the title.
I'm sorry. What'd you say that your handle was on Twitter? Go ahead.
Berserk Blair.
Berserk Blair. All right. Cool. All right.
Cool.
Fuck yeah.
Have a good
Thanks for
evening,
watching.
everybody. Take it
you all.
Thank you all
sleazy.
for watching.
Yeah. Stay toasty.
Peasant.